large American trucks are only sold in one place in the world. That's it. They're called large American trucks for a reason.
Our ride today is the 2010 Ram 2500. This vehicle, all redesigned for this year, it comes on the back of the success of the 2009 1500 from Ram, which really was an award winner. Although Ford walked away with the North American Truck of the Year, this has walked away with its own slew of awards. It was 4x4 Truck of the Year, and it also walked away as Motor Trend's Truck of the Year. Now we'll take a look at what great engines and engineering it has inside this vehicle. We'll look at the new exterior design and some of those luxuries on the interior. Quite often I can get the camera guys in the studio to work with me and lower the camera a little bit to make me look taller, but when you have such a big truck in the studio, impossible to do. We have the hood open of the 2010 Ram 2500, and to tell us about the big beefy engine is a beautiful lady. Nancy Tonkin is here. Nancy, what are we looking at?
The engine we're looking at is a 6.7 turbo Cummins diesel inline 6. Produces 350 horsepower and a best-in-class 650 pound-foot of torque.
Great big engine, great reputation this engine is in RVs, it's in big semi-trucks, and of course a lot of Ram products. Now tell me a little bit about the power that it has.
This truck has so much power, Nick. It can tow up to 18,500 pounds and has a payload of 5,150.
A good American work truck, and they didn't have to use urea injection to actually get the emissions to the new standards. This is the only truck that doesn't use that system but meets the new emission standards. And when you get to the exterior of this truck, Ram have done a great redesign on the 25 and 3500s. Nancy, tell us a little bit about that.
So, Nick, this is the first year that Dodge has actually used the same body structure for the heavyweight trucks and the lightweight. The only thing that's a little bit different is the heavyweight, such as the 2500, has a little bit of a bigger front end. They're still using that same crosshair Dodge grille.
And you can't miss that anywhere else with the Ram right in the middle of it. Big 23-inch wheels. You've been having some fun with these mirrors.
I have. As you know, this truck can tow up to 18,500 pounds. So when you do tow, it's nice to put these up so you have added visibility on what you're actually towing.
You can see right the way down to the side of the horse carriage in the back there. The other great thing about this is you can still use the electronics on the inside. The power mirrors still work in both positions. A full-size bed or a half-size bed, depending on what you really want to order. You also get all the configurations of a cab. The luxury of the 1500, the lightweight Ram truck, is put into the 25 and 3500 now. Let's take a look at that. On the interior, Nancy, once I get on the inside of this vehicle, it doesn't really look like the Dodges of old.
Nick, what they tried to do is give you the same feeling that you'd have in a top luxury sedan. So depending on which package you get available in the truck, they have wood trim, leather trims, a hard drive-based navigation system, heated and ventilated front seats, heated steering wheel, so all the things that you would want available to you in any car.
And this is really great. The one thing I notice about this is I'm looking around the vehicle to try and find electronics that I would think would be in my sedan, and they're all here. And the roominess in the back, if I have kids, they might just be living back there. It's so much room. And the other thing I noticed, when I put the window up, complete quiet.
Nick, the one thing they did when they redesigned this truck, they focused on keeping the interior passenger cabin very quiet.
And it does. When you do the window up in this truck, it is absolutely perfectly quiet. Now, it's a great drive. Let's look at some whys to buy. The 2010 Ram 2500. This vehicle wins in so many categories. Its payload capacity, 5,150 pounds. Its towing capacity, over 18,000 pounds in towing capacity. And let's look at that emission standard. Without using urea injection, this meets the new emission standards. You get power and you get clean burning diesel and an American way of life for a great price. Let's take a look at the MSRP.
The 2010 Ram 2500 SLT Crew Cab 4x4 has a 6.7-litre inline 6 diesel with a 6-speed automatic transmission. Base price of $38,686. The in-studio model that we tested, $51,205. There is no EPA fuel rating in the city or highway due to the vehicle's curb weight. Still to come on the ride show.